morning, you guys. Actually, gonna go ahead and turn the car off because I don't know how much she's rumbling over there. Welcome to the first weekly vlog of 2025. I just got back from dropping Bowie off at school. We were running a little bit late today, and I try my hardest to get him to school on time every single day because I'm like chronically late. I don't want his childhood to be like negatively impacted because I'm always late, if that makes sense, because he obviously is 5. He has no control over when he gets to school. So anyway, I'm kind of spiraling a little bit about the fact that he's been late twice this week, but it's okay. You know, everybody has those days. Yeah, I started this vlog halfway through the week because on like Sunday, I wanted to record something for the channel because I hadn't like recorded anything in 2025. Like I've posted 2 videos, but those were both recorded at the end of 2024. So it feels like I haven't really like started my content creation for the new year yet, but I just have been like struggling with my mental health through the beginning portion of January that we've been through so far, and like I don't really know why. Like I'm trying to be more in tune with my mental health, with my body, my emotions, everything. And so one thing with that is I'm trying to figure out like what things trigger me and if it's triggered at all or if it's just like random. And so far, like some of it is like, you know, triggered by specific things, but I feel like so much of it is just like I cannot figure out like what is triggering things. At the beginning of the year, the first like 2 or 3 days, I was doing so good. I was feeling great. I was starting my New Year's resolutions, which one of them was to try and run a mile every single day for the month of January. I did that for like 3 days, I think. Maybe it was only 2. Haven't ran since. I will say one thing I'm very proud about, that was a New Year's resolution for me, is to eat intentionally. I am kind of over like putting myself on a diet to like lose weight. Like I'm over that. Like I don't think I can like be on a specific diet. That just never works for me. What I do feel like I can do and is sustainable long term is to be intentional about what I eat. So in my mind, what that means is like I pay attention to what I'm eating. So what's helping me do that is I track my food and I'm trying to eat in a calorie deficit. That way, even if I don't have time to work out, I'm still gonna be kind of losing weight so I can also reach fitness goals. But in my mind, I'm more so doing it for the aspect of like eating intentionally. For example, because I feel like this is not making sense. For example, I used to make healthy snacks, but it would just be so much bigger of a portion than what I actually needed. So like that is what I mean, like eating intentionally. Like I'm looking at the serving sizes and I'm trying like to eat just the serving size first, or maybe even like less than the serving size if I'm like, okay, I don't really need all of that, you know. And like I always snack, and I think that's an ADHD thing, so I'm trying to switch out like processed sugars. Like instead of having Nerds clusters for a snack, maybe I can have some fruit. So like switching out processed sugars for like a natural sugar, just like things that are going to be long-term healthier for my body and in turn will help me reach like my fitness goals as well. I have stuck to that. I'm actually really proud of myself, and I'm really excited to just be healthy. I'm like so tired of feeling like stiff. Like I want my body to feel like healthy and nimble and light, and I just feel so heavy and stiff, and I'm tired of feeling that way. So I don't know how I got on that tangent. We are going to be doing a weekly vlog. This is going to be kind of like my New Year's reset vlog, except I'm just going to be doing a few things that are like considered reset-ish, just because this is kind of like the start of my year in my brain, because I haven't really done anything productive besides changing my eating habits so far this year, which is already a huge step. I'm not mad about it. But for example, I would like to, what did I want to do? I know I want to do a closet clean out, and I want to get rid of literally so much stuff. Like I'm gonna do it to where I put everything in trash bags and I bring it to purgatory in the garage. That way I have like a month, like if there's anything that I'm like, oh okay, like I actually do want that, and I go get it out of the garage, like okay, I can keep that. But if I go a month with it sitting in trash bags in the garage and I don't reach for it, like it can go. And I feel like that's gonna help me be more like ruthless with the clothes that I'm getting rid of. I would rather honestly get rid of like 80% of my stuff and wear the same 3 outfits while I slowly get like good quality pieces that are actually my style. Yeah, that is one huge thing that I want to do hopefully later today. I also did a set of acrylics last night, but I did not have time to paint them, so I'm rocking the raw nail still, so we'll probably paint those this morning and listen to a little audiobook. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and film an intro for the vlog before we get our week started, our little mini week in the life. I'm hoping this year to do regular week in the life videos, if not every week, at least like 2 a month. I don't know. We'll see where it takes us, but I love getting on here and yapping. So that's what I'm thinking for this vlog. We'll do some resets, closet clean out, listen to some audiobooks. Yeah. Okay. Hello. It's much later. I have finally finished my nails. They're definitely not perfect, but they're good enough. I will literally never be painting another star again. That was so hard. Literally just one hand, like adding the stars onto the nails. It took almost an hour for 5 fingers. So that was horrible, but we're done. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling cute. I finished my nails. I cleaned up a little bit and then went to get Bowie from school. So the entire day pretty much has just flown by. I'm now at a point where I would like to attempt a closet clean out for the beginning of the year. I have done multiple of these in the past. The last time that I did like a pretty big one, I recorded the whole thing. I like tried on everything and I recorded the entire thing in slow motion. So that was like 2 years ago before I started posting book content, when I was just like posting here and there, you know, whatever. So I never posted that and that was painful, and since then I like haven't done another one. Like I've done a few like little mini closet clean outs, but nothing where it's like, okay, I'm gonna literally purge everything that I own, because like some of this stuff has made it through so many closet clean outs and I literally have not worn it since. So I kind of talked about this a little bit earlier, but my plan with the closet clean out is just to like be super picky. And like I kind of talked about in the last weekly vlog that I posted in December, I feel like my style, like all that I wear is like sweatshirts, bookish crew necks, bookish t-shirts, or just like oversized t-shirts. But as far as like actual outfits go, like I don't have any actual like stylized outfits that I feel like are my style. One of my goals for this year is to start trying to curate a like capsule closet with like some really statement pieces. I don't know, I just want to be able to get dressed and actually feel like I have a style, because like this is cute, you know, like it's cute. It's a little white fox set, but it's not like an outfit. This is just like a cute cozy loungy fit, but it's not like an outfit. It's all I wear, but I'm trying to be better at that this year. So usually when I do a closet clean out, I feel like I am not as harsh, I guess. I don't know the right word, but I feel like I don't get rid of as many clothes as I really should have, for fear of needing a piece for an outfit and not having it. So I feel like the remedy to that could possibly be to have trash bags where I can put the clothes that I think I want to get rid of, but I'm a little bit nervous because I might need them for an outfit, and I can keep them in the garage for a few months, hopefully just a month, but we'll see. And then if I don't ever like think about the fact that they're missing or need them for an outfit, then obviously that is my sign to let them go, that I don't actually need them and that I'm just being a little bit of a hoarder. So that is my plan. This half of the closet is, well, not a half. That is Mark's clothes and the rest of this is mine. So hopefully we have lots of empty space so that, like I said, this year, and I don't want to like go on a huge shopping spree all at once, honestly. I feel like I just want to slowly kind of curate my closet throughout the year, like season by season basically, and then hopefully at the end of the year I have a really good start to like a full stylized closet. I might do like little hauls here and there for like seasonal clothing maybe, I don't know, but I don't really, my goal is not to like purge all of this and then replace my entire closet all in one go. I kind of want it to be like a gradual thing so I can actually find like really good quality pieces that are like actually the style that I'm going for. So that is my plan with this. I feel like it's gonna be hard for me because I just hang on to things thinking like maybe this, like I don't know, like maybe I'll need this, maybe this could be cute with an outfit like this. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep my Pinterest open. Maybe I'll grab my laptop. I'm gonna keep my Pinterest open on my like capsule wardrobe page to like remind myself as I'm getting rid of things like, okay, does this actually fit like the vibe that you are going for? If not, let her go because you're never gonna end up wearing it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then at the end of going through the closet, I will kind of go through some of the pieces maybe that were like hard for me to get rid of or that I'm considering on, and also maybe like how many pieces we actually end up letting go or something. A little audiobook update. The audiobook that I was listening to earlier is Carl's Doomsday Scenario. It's Dungeon Crawler Carl #2. Basically, I have the first book here. Hold on. So this is the first book in the series. I listened to this at the very end of December, and I specifically listened to it because pretty much everyone that you hear talk about this book recommends the audiobook, and honestly, it's for good reason. This audiobook is so good. It's so entertaining. I ended up rating the first one 5 stars. To give you a very, very brief summary about what this is about, it's essentially a lit RPG, which is just like a gaming scenario type of book. So our main character, Carl, lives in New York City. He was living in an apartment with him, his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut, but his girlfriend recently cheated on him and they broke up, and she is out of town like on vacation with her ex that she cheated on him with, I'm pretty sure. And so he is stuck at home with her cat still. So one night, in the middle of the night, the cat jumps out of the window and he's like, oh my god, I gotta go get the cat. It's the middle of the winter. She's gonna freeze to death. Like, she's gonna hate me if this cat dies. So he throws on his ex-girlfriend's slippers or something, and he like the only thing he's wearing is like his heart boxers, because he's like, okay, I just gotta run out and like grab the cat real quick and then bring her back inside. And like the second that he gets out of the building, every single building in the entire world is like decimated, and it's basically announced that there's an alien invasion and aliens are taking over the world, and whoever is still left alive, if you were outside of a building during the like collapse of the world, that you have, I think it was like an hour or like a few hours or something to get to a dungeon entrance to either enter these cosmic games where you can fight for your survival, and if you don't choose to go, then you will be left to fend for yourself on Earth and never have contact from them again. So Carl and Princess Donut head together to the dungeon entrance, and you basically follow their journey in these like galactic games. And I feel like from that description, that's like a whole lot going on. That's so crazy. But genuinely, this was just so entertaining. Like literally from start to finish, so entertaining. The action to comedy was like perfect. It was just so entertaining. I have no complaints about the book. So then I was listening to the second book in the series. I actually was already quite a ways through the audiobook. Like when I started this morning, I think I only had like an hour and 45 minutes left of the book. So I finished that one. I rated it on Goodreads, I'm pretty sure 4.5 stars. Again, it was like just so entertaining from start to finish. I love that the second book, it starts off like right after the first book ends. Like I love in a series whenever you open the book up and you're just like immediately back into the story. Like I hate whenever series you start the follow-up book and it's like, why are we feeling like we're rebuilding the world again? Like why do we feel like we're rebuilding a new plot again? I just want to like open the book and boom, we're right back in. And that's exactly how it felt. You genuinely never know what's gonna come next. It's just so unhinged, but like in a good way. That was thoroughly entertaining. I already want to start the audiobook for the third book. I think there's 7 books in the series right now, but they're all currently getting new covers. So I think only, well, I don't know actually. I think there's only 3 books out right now with the new covers. And then I think the next 4 are gonna come out with the new covers month by month this year or something like that. But anyway, that was really good. If you've never tried lit RPG before, highly recommend trying that out. Specifically the audiobook genuinely adds like a whole layer to the story because the narrator just does such a good job at like all the different characters' voices and getting the emotion across. I don't know, it's just like, it's so good. Like I can hear their voices specifically in my head, like connected to that book now. He does such a good job. So highly recommend that. I can't wait to buy the rest of those books and continue on with that series. Then I was thinking of what should I listen to while I do my closet clean out, and I don't really want to like, I'm like not in the mood for anything. Like I tried to start the audiobook for The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez, but like I just like wasn't feeling it. I don't know, I just like wasn't feeling it. And then I was looking around at like some of the other romances on my shelf because I'm trying to like only look up audiobooks for like books that are on my physical TBR, because I feel like last year that's how I lost the plot, is like on Libby and on Hoopla. It's like you can find so many audiobooks for free, and like a lot of those were not on my physical TBR. So it's like, yes, I was reading a lot, but also I was not like being productive with my physical TBR. So I'm trying to like keep that in mind this year when I'm looking for an audiobook to read. Like, okay, like can I find something that's already on my shelf that I can find the audiobook for free for me to listen to? So I'm like being productive. I don't know, no romances on my shelf really sounded great, but then I realized that a while ago, honestly a long time ago, I started Magnolia Parks on audiobook. This beautiful little lady right here. So they have the audiobook on Spotify, and I have 8 hours and 34 minutes left in the book on Spotify, and I have 8 hours exactly, I think, left for my audiobook hours on Spotify for this month. So we have found a winner, and honestly this fits all the criteria that I was going for in my brain, because I just wanted like a romance that doesn't have a crazy plot going on, but like will give me the feels. And I know that this is like toxic pain, red flag, rich trauma, sadness, but I feel like it's gonna give me the entertainment without me having to follow a plot. I've been reading so many fantasies recently, like listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl, the Iron Flame reread. I'm getting ready to get into Onyx Storm. I just like I want this. There's a lot going on, but you know, the plot is not me trying to figure out like which continent's going against who and these creatures are over here. Like, no, it's just, oh, I'm gonna cry, don't cheat on her. And unfortunately, I live for the drama. This is giving Chuck and Blair, and I am a Chuck and Blair girly until the day I die. I don't care if it's toxic. I don't care if they give red flag. I love them. What can I say? I don't know what that says about me, but I'm here for the drama. I'm here for the tears, the pain, the sadness, the heartbreak, the love. And I love that the narrators for this book have a little English accent. For some reason, I love in books whenever the narrators have an English accent. Eat that up. Anyway, I'm going to listen to Magnolia Parks and try and get rid of almost all of my clothes. I don't know, I'm hoping that saying out loud will make me actually do it, but like, I don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna stop talking now and I'm gonna just go through my clothes and then we'll chat once I go through everything. Okay. Okay, so I definitely feel better after cleaning out the closet. Even just like looking over there, I don't know, it makes my brain feel less cluttered looking over at my closet and not seeing just like stuff everywhere. I didn't get rid of as much as I was expecting, but I also just feel like my closet is so small that like even if I get rid of a ton of stuff, it's still gonna look like I have too much. I think it's just because my closet is too small to like really share with an entire other adult and like still have an excess of space. So I am really proud. I got rid of 2 trash bags full of clothes. I didn't count the things. And I honestly, there was nothing really in there that I wanted to like show you guys that I was getting rid of, because it was honestly just all so much stuff that I've been saving for years. And when it came down to it, I'm like, okay, what are you actually saving this for? Like, this is a delusion. You don't need this. You haven't worn it in 3 years. Like, you genuinely need to get rid of it. And so it was things like that. Like, most of it wasn't even cute. It was just like random things where like I don't even know why I was keeping that. So 2 trash bags full of stuff though, honestly, is a huge accomplishment. It's like a weight lifted off my shoulders having that stuff gone. Yeah, plans for today. So it is Friday. A couple things. So one, I'm going to be going to get lip filler in I think we're gonna leave in an hour and a half. This probably sounds so random, but I have had this appointment scheduled. I think I originally scheduled it for July of 2023, and then I've been rescheduling since then because things have just come up every single time I'm supposed to have an appointment. And so finally this month I was like, okay, I am not rescheduling. Like, I have to just like go get it done. This is insane. I have been pushing this off for so long. So I'm gonna go and do that. Right now my appointment is scheduled for a lip flip and filler. I don't think anyone else notices this except for me, but because I sit and I edit my videos, I notice so much whenever I talk, like the middle of my lip, I don't know, just like flexing the middle of my lip so much, so like my top lip just feels like it gets so thin while I'm talking, and it's one of the main things that really just bothers me whenever I'm editing my videos. So I have it scheduled to also get a lip flip with the filler. It should relax the muscle in the middle of my lips and hopefully kind of fix that for me. But I also, like, I texted the girl and I told her that I also just like want her opinion though, because like she knows better than me. I've never done anything cosmetic procedure wise before, so this will be my first time. That is what I'm gonna be doing, so we're gonna do that later today. I also, because it's Friday, I kind of like, I usually do my grocery shopping, but I don't know if I'm gonna want to go out after getting my lips done. I don't know like how soon it will start bruising and stuff, but I want to go out. I want to get some chicken breast and make this chicken recipe. I went to make it 2 weeks ago and I realized that I thawed the chicken wrong, and then I got afraid that I was gonna give myself and my entire family salmonella, so I threw the chicken away. So I want to try that recipe again, and I also kind of want to make taco stuffed bell peppers because I've been trying to eat like lower calorie or just like be more intentional about what I eat, and those I made like a week ago and they were so good and also so easy to save. So like it was nice because I could make them for Mark's lunch and he could make them to work. I could have some pre-made for lunch for me here, which with ADHD, you know, you need like quick, easy meals, and that's quick, easy, and pretty healthy. So I want to make those, but I don't know if I'm going to go out grocery shopping. I also have all the books from my unhaul that I did in the Doing Bookish Things video. So I have all of those books that I think I want to take to Half Price Books. I was thinking about listing them on Facebook and Pango, but like I just don't feel like doing that. So instead, I think I'm just going to take them to Half Price Books. I've never sold books to Half Price Books before, so I don't really know how that process goes, but we're gonna maybe take them and see. I'm gonna load them into the car in case we have time to go, but yeah, I think we're gonna do that. But yeah, that is the plan for today. Honestly, very busy day. I feel like I haven't filmed much this week, but it's just because I have been slowly trying to fight off a little depressive episode while still trying to get myself to be productive. I am trying to commit to continuing videos and putting out content even if it's not perfect or what I imagine in my brain. There's so many videos that I like started filming or got halfway through and then I just like trashed because I was like, it's just not turning out to be what I wanted it in my brain, or it's just not, you know, whatever. I'm trying to not hold myself to that standard of perfection anymore and just accept that not every video is going to be like a masterpiece, you know? So anyway, hi, welcome to Friday. Welcome to a ginormous info dump. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to just like wear this sweat set today just so I can be comfortable, but I'm kind of getting like, I'm kind of feeling weird about wearing this color. I'm worried about like getting something done to my face and then like not feeling my best and then spiraling about that, you know what I'm saying? So because sometimes this color, if I wear this color without makeup, I just feel like it makes me look sick a little bit, like because I'm such an olive undertone, and also like the farther into winter we get, the more and more I'm gonna lose my melanin. Like if you don't know, I am mixed. Like my dad is black and my mom is white, but I am literally like the whitest sister out of all my sisters. If you look at any of my siblings, they're all nice golden brown. I have to like work to earn my melanin. I'm like that TikTok where they're like, that's a rice-skinned baby. Like that is literally me. And the farther into winter that we get, the worse it's just gonna get. Like I will be glowing by the end of winter. So I don't know, I just start to look sickly at a certain point. So I don't know. I might just wear this though so I can be comfortable. Honestly, I think I'm just rambling because I have a little bit of anxiety about going. Like I've never done a cosmetic procedure before. I've wanted to get my lips done for forever, because also another thing, I don't know if any of you ever noticed, but this side of my lip, I have a scar because when I was like, I think it was like 6. No, I must have been like 5, honestly, 5 or 6. My older brother convinced me to try and ride a scooter down a slide and I busted my lip open. open, and the scar is so bad that my lip like never grew correctly. So when I put on makeup, I have to like kind of fake part of my lip to get it to match this side. So I honestly am a little bit worried about how that's gonna go as well, like if the filler will work correctly where I have a scar. I don't really know about that, but yeah, those are like my two biggest insecurities, I guess, with my lips, is just like the fact that I feel like when I talk, my top lip gets so thin, and then also this side of my lip is just like a little bit smaller. So yeah, I think I'm just nervous though because I don't know what to expect. I know the girl, I follow her on Instagram. She seems really nice. She's done my friend's lip fillers. Honestly, she's done so many people that I know. I feel comfortable. I think it's just like the unknown. Like I swear in 2022 and 2023, I was struggling with agoraphobia. I never was officially diagnosed, but the way that it got so bad that I would like have panic attacks as soon as I got in my car, as soon as I stepped foot into a store, walking into a store, like there was a few months where I would have panic attacks just taking Bentley outside to go to the bathroom because I didn't want to leave my house. I was convinced something bad was going to happen. Like the second I stepped foot out of my house, I just like did not want to leave. Thankfully, I have slowly gotten over that. I feel like every once in a while it does kind of like rear its head and like pop back up, but I feel like I've really put in a lot of work on like coping mechanisms with like my mental health issues and stuff. But every once in a while when I'm going to a new place to do something I've never done before and meet somebody that I've never met before, I get really anxious about it, and I have to work really hard not to let myself spiral. So that's what I'm currently doing. I'm trying not to let myself spiral. My mom is gonna go with me. I think my younger sister Ashley might go with me, but I'm not sure. She has a young baby. She's the one that was pregnant. So if she bails, she has a free pass. I don't know if she's gonna make it or not, but my mom is gonna come with me. So I at least have that security blanket. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on, start the day, tell you what the plans are for today, because I don't know how much talking I'm necessarily gonna be doing, like going from the lip flip to possibly going to Half Price Books to sell the books, maybe going grocery shopping. I might just do a cutie little montage of our day and then check in with you guys later to give you the story time rundown of getting my lips done for the first time and all of the things, but just to give you an idea of what we have going on today. And I think I'm gonna do this weekly vlog today and tomorrow, and then I'm gonna start a new week on Sunday and go Sunday to Saturday. I don't really know though. I haven't decided. Things may change. We're just going with the flow here. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello. It has been a few days, honestly. Today is Tuesday, and the last time I talked to you guys was on Friday before I went to get my lips done. So it's been 3.5 days since I've gotten my lips done. They look a lot better right now. Like, they were pretty swollen for the first day or two. Not nearly as swollen as I was expecting them to be, honestly. But yeah, by today, they should pretty much be like done swelling in the size that they're going to be. I really, really, really like them so far. I'm definitely going to give it quite a few months, like probably 4 to 6 months before I decide if I want to get anything else done. Like, I did start with only a half a syringe, and I got like a mini lip flip because when we were talking about it, we were just talking about how we didn't know if it would be fully necessary. Like, the filler might force the lip to stay more flat, because one of my things was like, while I was talking, I didn't like the way that it would curl. So she only did a little bit of the Botox for the lip flip and not like the full amount. But yeah, so far I am loving the way that they look. It's only been like 4 days, so I think it takes like 2 weeks for the lip flip to like fully kick in. So I'm only just like barely starting to feel that, but again, it's not like super strong because she didn't put that much in there, so it's not like a full lip flip, if that makes sense. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here, end this vlog, because I didn't really like record that much. Like, I recorded a little bit, or I had my mom record a little bit when I was getting my lips done, and then after that I was planning on coming home, but then we went to Half Price Books. I ended up selling a bunch of books to Half Price Books. It was way easier than I thought it was going to be. You literally just like bring them your stack of books, and then they take your ID to take like your name and stuff, and then they scan all the books into their system, and they evaluate the price that they're going to buy it for based off of like how many books they have in stock, how in demand that book is, things like that. So like that can determine how much you get for your books, basically. So yeah, it was super easy though. Like, you just go shopping around the store until your books are ready and stuff. So yeah, that was like a super easy experience. So I got my lips done, we went to Half Price Books, and then we went to, I think we went to Sam's Club to get a few things, and then after that we ended up calling my younger sister, and she wanted to see my lips, so we went to her apartment and we ended up spending the whole night there. Not the whole night, we didn't like sleep over, but we were there for a while. We hung out with her, saw my little niece, and yeah, so that's what I did that night. And so I never picked the camera back up. And then the next day, me and my mom went to Barnes, and I didn't buy any books. I did look around a little bit, but I didn't get anything. I mainly just went there to try to get out of the house to get some editing done. Sometimes it's so hard to just be in the house for so many days consecutively. Like, I don't really leave the house that much, and if I do, it's just like to get Billy from school or to do a quick Target pickup order. So both of us thought it would be a nice change of scenery to go and just hang out there for a little bit. So I brought my laptop there. I worked there for a few hours, honestly. It was like so relaxing and cozy. I think I definitely want to start doing that more often if I just like need to get out of the house, but like there's nothing else I like need to do. I might just like go and sit there. I really love that specific Barnes & Noble because it has 2 stories. So I love going up to the 2nd floor and like looking down over and just like people watching or getting work done, reading a book. Like, I don't know, it's just like so relaxing. So yeah, that's what we did. And then we came home and I decided to make a cherry pie. That honestly was so random, but we just had leftover pie crusts from our like Christmas dinner. So we went and got some cherry pie filling on the way home from Barnes, and I made a cute little cherry pie, and that was honestly so fun and relaxing. Like, I love baking. I don't even really like eat that much of the stuff that I bake that often, but the process of baking it and like getting to make it super cute is like so therapeutic and relaxing to me. So yeah, I might start trying to make like more from scratch pies or something, because that was like so cute and so fun. But yeah, I just wanted to go on here and end this week's vlog because I realized it's been a few days and I literally just like disappeared from the vlog. Hello, I just finished editing this video actually, and I realized I wanted to talk about my vision board in this video, but I made my vision board before I started recording this video because I was originally going to put it in a separate video, and then I kind of scrapped that, but I still wanted to include it in this video because it's kind of like New Year's reset vibes and like, I don't know, resetting my closet and setting my intentions for the year and stuff like that. So I still feel like it like met the theme, and I love making vision boards. I love hearing people talk about their goals for the year and seeing people's vision boards. So I thought I would just share it in case any of you guys want to see it and like explain how I do it. So this is my vision board. Every single year we get a poster board and we just cut it in half to make it like half the size, because one thing that we feel like, me and my sisters, when I say we, also I'm talking about me and my sisters, one thing that we have read about like using your vision boards to kind of like manifest stuff is you should put it somewhere where you're going to see it like every single day or regularly, so it can remind you of like the goals that you're working towards. So we like to have them like half sized, that way we can put them up on our wall but it's not like too aggressive, you know? So the way that we do our vision boards every single year is, instead of just finding like random pictures from a magazine or just like random aesthetic photos, we try to attach each image to a specific goal. So essentially each of these images on here represents like a very specific goal or like thing I want to achieve or routine I want to create or whatever that is in 2025. And we try to make them like as specific as possible so that we can like manifest whatever it is we're specifically thinking of. So I will pull up my list and tell you guys what my goals are for 2025 and then which of the images kind of corresponds with that goal. Okay, so the first one that I have written down is start running regularly, which I did start at the beginning of this year and I kind of failed my January goal, but I'm not giving up for the rest of the year. I'm just waiting to pick it back up until I feel fully mentally ready, so I don't like force myself into something that I'm not ready for. But obviously I have a couple images of girls running over here. There's some girls that are like in a marathon. I don't know if I will ever do that. I think I do want to complete some form of a race at some point this year. I don't think it will be a full marathon, or even, I don't even know about a half. Like, I'm not committing to any type of distance, but I do think it would be cool to complete some type of race because you get your little medal, you have your little runner's tag, so it'd be a really good physical representation of me meeting my goal of like running regularly, because obviously if I'm running regularly, I'm going to be able to accomplish things like that. So I just feel like it would be a cool thing to do to kind of like represent me meeting that goal. The next one that I have is do Pilates regularly, and I specifically tried to put images of girls. Where is it? Well, I know that there's some right here. Somewhere on here there's an image of a girl doing Pilates like in her living room, because I specifically want to do at-home Pilates. My plan with Pilates right now is to do Pilates regularly enough that one, I can like show to myself that I'm actually going to stick to it and do it regularly, but also Pilates classes are so expensive and I also have a little bit of social anxiety, so maybe it's something I would do eventually every once in a while, but because they're so expensive and all that stuff, I think my plan is once I do it consistently enough and I've done it for enough months to where like if I was paying for classes, it would have paid for a machine, and I'll let myself buy an at-home Pilates machine, if that makes sense. So basically to where the math equals out, like I could either pay for classes or I could save the money from the classes hypothetically and get the machine instead, and then at that point I'll prove to myself that I'm actually going to do it regularly. So yeah, I'm really excited about that one because Pilates, I've done a couple of at-home workouts and I feel like compared to any other workout I've tried, I just vibe with it so much more because you do feel the burn and you have to work, but it doesn't feel like as aggressive as like trying to lift weights or whatever. And I know that it's like really good for like lowering your cortisol and stuff, but yeah, so I'm really excited to give that a try. Maybe in the weekly vlogs I'll start updating on like doing at-home Pilates and stuff once I start doing that. I haven't started yet, but let me know if you guys would be interested in hearing about that in the vlogs, like trying at-home Pilates and trying to get back into running and things like that. I don't know if you guys would be interested, but I'm really excited to get on that. The next one is to finally dye my hair. So I have this photo up here of Millie Bobby Brown because I think that's like exactly what I'm gonna go for. I just feel like, if you don't know my history with my hair, in 2020 I shaved my head. I don't know if I have any images of that anymore, but if I do I'll try and like put one up here. But yeah, in 2020 I shaved my head because I had bleached my hair at home and it was just a total fail, and I ended up doing it like 2 or 3 more times to try and fix it, and by the 3rd time my hair was just like so damaged, falling out, it was breaking off everywhere. So I ended up just shaving my head and starting completely over. So then since I did that, I decided to try and embrace my natural curly hair. So I'll try and put some images of my curly hair if I can find any up here. But then after growing my hair out, I decided to chop it off recently. So now that my hair is chopped off, I feel like I want to dye it, because the thing is, the whole time I was growing my hair out, like I wanted to dye it light. Like I've always wanted to go like either caramel blonde or whatever, whether it's like long term or temporary. I know I want to do that, but while I was growing my hair out, I was afraid because I was like, I just don't want to damage my hair again. I kind of had PTSD from ruining my hair, but I was like, I kind of just don't want to damage my hair again while I'm trying to grow it out. But clearly now that I cut my hair, my goal is not to like grow my hair out necessarily. Like I'm really enjoying the short hair and I think I'm going to keep it for a while before I start growing it out or get extensions or something like that. So I just feel like while I'm enjoying the short hair, it would be the perfect time to go super light and just do something drastic like that, because my goal is not length and it would be really easy to maintain that because I'll be getting regular trims and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a huge goal for this year, is to finally do the hair transformation. I'm so excited. I'm thinking maybe like spring going into summer I might do it, but I don't know. We'll see. After that, I have eat clean. So work on eating as little processed sugars as possible. Same with gluten and dairy, because I do feel like my stomach is sensitive to gluten and dairy. I didn't used to be that sensitive. Like as a kid, I kind of was sensitive to dairy, but not as much as my siblings. But I feel like having kids like changed the way that I digest them or something. I don't even know if that's possible, but my stomach feels way more sensitive after having my kids than before. So yeah, to represent that, I just have some pre-packed meals here, and I have this girl that's like at the grocery store getting some healthy groceries. After that, I have film more regular life vlogs, which hello, we're already kind of accomplishing that. For that, I just put a little camera, like a vlog camera, because I didn't really know how else to represent that. But I forgot I put that on my list actually, and that's crazy because I'm filming the week in the life right now. I didn't even have that planned whenever I put this on here, so that's so cool. After that, I have buy a car. If you don't know, I have been driving my parents' family car. It is a Toyota Sequoia, and it's like I don't think it's like 22 years old or something. That's not correct. Well, I think they got it in 2003. So yeah, it'd be like 22 years old. That's crazy. Anyway, it has almost 300,000 miles, but I used to own a little Jeep. I forget what it's called, but I owned a Jeep and then I sold it back when Bowie was 1 to save money and just drive my parents' family car. But that is finally breaking down. I was driving one day and something literally exploded and there was like juice spraying all over the windshield. And then after that, Mark was driving around to like see what was wrong with it, and he like pulled out of the driveway and there was just like springs falling out into the street. And so I was like, okay, I will never be able to drive in peace now that I've seen springs falling out from it, because how many other things have just like fallen off the car while I was driving and I didn't even notice. So we have officially retired the Sequoia. She's dead, she's gone. So right now I'm just sharing a car with my mom, and then obviously we have Mark's Challenger whenever he's home, but even his car is kind of like a little bit older and we got it used, and so it's kind of like barely hanging on, you know? So I either want a Rivian R3, that's like my dream electric car right now, but that's not even coming out, I don't think, until like 2026 or something. So a more realistic, probably what I will do is get a hybrid Toyota RAV4. I feel like I love that. It gets really good gas mileage because it's hybrid and it's not as big as an SUV, but it's not as small as like a sedan. So yeah, it's like just a little crossover and I think they're so cute. So that is like the dream right now, and that will be a great car that I can drive and then hopefully keep running until the kids are old enough to learn to drive, and then it can be transferred to like one of their cars, and then obviously at that point then maybe we can get a new car. I don't know, that's like way down the future, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So yeah, that is the dream car I put on here. I don't know if that will happen this year, but it would be really crazy and exciting if that did. The next one that I have is do daily affirmations and meditation. I have a little girl meditating down here for that one. The reason that I put this is back in like 2022 I had gotten really good at doing like affirmations. Hear me out, because when you first start doing them it feels so weird and honestly like kind of embarrassing even when you're by yourself. But like literally what I would do is I would just like wear my headphones, and even just like on Spotify they have really good like affirmations that you can do first thing in the morning, and I would literally wake up and while I was making myself and the kids breakfast I would just wear my headphones and I would just like go along with the affirmations and say it. And it does feel so weird at first to like say things out loud and like, you know, whatever, because you say things like I am positive, like I am whatever, but like I truly think that it really did help me at that time. So I want to get back to doing that, and also I feel like it would be really good for my mental health and my anxiety, especially to like take time to just like ground myself and try and like meditate and like I said do affirmations and stuff like that. And I feel like that also kind of has to do with like just taking care of my mental health in general, like really putting time aside to like ground myself and regulate myself and make sure I'm okay. So that is what that one is for. The next one that I have is stretch daily to be able to do the splits. That one's so random, but I randomly just decided that I want to be able to do the splits. So that is why it's on here. I think, yeah, right here I just put a picture of a girl stretching to represent that. The next one is to finally start getting tattoos. I feel like a lot of these probably sound so random because I never really talk about this stuff, but okay, these like legs right here, I eventually want my legs to be covered in like patchwork tattoos, like exactly like this. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, so I'll try and like put some pictures from my like tattoo Pinterest board up here of like the vibe that I'm going for. I just think it's so cute. I haven't done it just because, you know, like it's a big decision and it can be expensive, but I want to focus on like saving up and picking a design and just like going for it this year. Even if I don't have my legs like finished, because I don't want to rush and do it, I just at least want to like start doing it because it's something that I've wanted to do forever. Like I've wanted my legs covered for at least like 3 or 4 years now, and I just like haven't taken the jump to do it. So even if I just get started on them, I feel like that would be so cool. Another thing I would love to finally do is to get my belly button pierced. I don't know where. Oh, right here. How can I miss it? I literally just put a picture of a belly button piercing on there. Yeah, that's just something, again, I've always wanted to do. I didn't want to do it before I had kids, but now I've had 2 kids and I don't think I'm gonna have any more kids, honestly. I think I'm like really happy with our family and our vibe right now. So yeah, I think it'd be really cool to finally get my belly button pierced. The next thing I have here is to finally get the pink electric bike I've been wanting forever. That's literally the exact bike that I want. It's so cute, and I specifically want an electric bike because the kids' school is so close that I could drive them to school on the bike in like the spring and the fall. I think that would be so cute and so fun, especially when Bowie has half days. Like me and Marky could go pick them up, we could ride the bikes and go to the park. I don't know, I just think it would be so cute and so fun. I love riding bikes. I don't know, something about it, like putting your speaker and playing music while you ride your bike, it's just like the best vibe ever. So I would love to get that this year. It's honestly really expensive, but I feel like it's worth it, especially if you like take care of the bike and you can make it last forever. The next one is work on embracing a new style of clothing. This one is honestly like all over the place. I have just little cute outfits where I like the vibe of them. I know that I included the Pinterest board when I was like doing my closet clean out. I feel like the overarching theme is just like more color, pinks, oranges, definitely the cobalt blue is like a reoccurring theme, lots of patterns and textures, kind of just like more bold and in your face, but still like cutie girly cozy. I don't know, I just think it's so cute. I've had outfits like this saved for the longest time, and I just want to finally start letting that reflect like in real life. It kind of reminds me of when it's like, oh, when the vacation makes it out of the group chat. For me, it's like when my style makes it off my Pinterest board. So hopefully we can make that happen this year. I've already made a good start by cleaning out my closet. I feel like starting from a little bit better of a place, just clearing out the old vibes and making room for the new stuff. The next one that I have is work on lowering my screen time. So I just have this little screen time thing here that has like lower numbers. I feel like, unfortunately, you guys, one reason that my mental health has not been the best lately is because my screen time has been absolutely off the charts. Like so bad. And it's like, even I'll be reading and I'll pause to like look up character art, or I'll pause to like look up something, you know, and I just end up on Instagram or TikTok for 4 hours. Like it's literally insane. I feel like I have no self-control. So I'm honestly considering starting to put like the time limits and stuff on apps just to like remind myself, because sometimes I feel like I just genuinely don't notice the time passing. But like if I'm on Instagram and all of a sudden it pops up like, hey, you've used Instagram for an hour already, it will be like, okay, like I need to get off, you know, like just a good reminder of like, hey, you don't want to be using all of your time on here, because I do love social media, obviously. I just don't want it to take up 6 hours of my day. So yeah, I have that on there. I have post more on Instagram and TikTok. That is a huge goal that I've kind of spoken about already a little bit this year, is to post more short form content. Obviously I can sit here and yap forever and ever and ever, but something about posting a 1-minute video is so intimidating to me. I don't know why. It's so hard for me to like make shorter videos. I literally don't know why. It like scares me. So maybe I'll be brave and do that this year. The next one that I have is a huge one. It's honestly scary to say out loud, but it's okay. We're just reaching for the stars and manifesting here. But it is 50,000 on YouTube. I'm not gonna put pressure on myself for this one because it's honestly just a crazy number. I never even envisioned myself being where I'm at right now, and I'm just like so grateful to be here already. But I do feel like it is good to always just like put it out there, I guess. So yeah, we're manifesting, and if it happens, we'll make a cake. I don't know. The next one that I have is save up for a house. I don't know where. I don't know what photo I put on here for that, but save up for a house. I don't know if that will happen this year because the economy is just crazy. I'm honestly starting to feel like we might just... it'll be a few years, you know, but we'll see. I don't know what the future holds. We honestly have been looking at next gen homes, which if you haven't heard of that, it's like where they're built for 2 families to live in one. That way we can just like live with my mom, but have a little bit more of like a separated shared space. It literally has like a separate kitchen, living room, bathroom, like everything in its own wing of the house. And then you have like a different house on the other side. So I don't know, we might end up doing something like that, but yeah, who knows what the future holds at this point. It's kind of scary. Then we have take my vitamins regularly. For this, I literally just put 2 vitamins on here because I've talked about this so many times, and I can go more in depth again because it has been a while since I've talked about it, but I like to take vitamins and supplements to try and help my like ADHD and anxiety and things like that. And my mom also has ADHD, and so she does a lot of research on like naturopathic ways that you can help your brain, and like she's helped me find some really good supplements and stuff that I personally, and she has also felt like has really helped with like just the brain fog and your brain feeling kind of like chaotic and cluttery. I don't know if it's a placebo, but both of us can definitely feel a difference when we take them regularly versus when we don't. So I want to get back to taking them regularly because I have fallen off, and guess who has been unhinged and derailed? After that, I have start collecting nice perfumes. I feel like this one seems, where did I put? I know I have a picture. Oh, okay. It's like down here behind this girl. I thought there was another photo somewhere. Maybe not. This one probably sounds so random, but I am such a big smell person. If you want to know what smells I love Burberry Her. That one is like one of my all-time favorite perfumes, and the Carolina Herrera, I don't remember what it's called, but like the pink heel, not like the blue one. The blue one's good, but the pink heel specifically smells so good. It smells so good. I've never let myself buy it, and I've only ever bought one of like the travel sized of the Burberry Her because they're so expensive, but I would like to slowly start building up my collection of nice perfumes just because like I truly am such a big smell person. I love smells, and I truly believe in like the small things making a big difference in your everyday life. And what I mean by that is like every time that I spray my perfume, like I put perfume on every single morning, every single night, sometimes throughout the day. I just love smelling it. Like it makes me happy every time that I smell it. It's just like smells just make such a big difference to me. I don't know, like it just really affects me. So I feel like if I had really nice perfumes that I've been wanting for a long time, it would be such a nice little like touch to my day. I know that sounds so dramatic, but that's a huge dream of mine, is to like eventually have a really nice perfume collection and like display them on like a little shelf in my bathroom or my closet or my room or something like that. So yeah, I would like to start my collection at some point this year. I don't know how many I'll buy because they're so expensive, but again, this is like a long-term goal where like I'll just collect them over time basically because they're so expensive. The last 2 that I have are take better care of my mental health, which I feel like I've been talking about so much recently, so I feel like I don't need to elaborate more on that. I'm trying to take better care of myself this year. And then lastly, I have spend more time outdoors. So for this one, I have a little picture of this family kayaking because fun fact, I love kayaking, but I never go. And we live like 2.5 hours from Flagstaff, which is just like so pretty, and they have such good lakes up there to go kayaking in. So definitely in the spring, maybe early summer because it'll be too hot in like midsummer, but if we go like spring, early summer, late summer, it would be so pretty to kayak, and I feel like it's such a good activity to take the kids out and do it. And then I also put on my list glamping. I don't want a real camp, but I will go glamping. So yeah, that is my 2025 vision board, some of my goals for this year. If you haven't made a vision board yet and you want to, but you feel discouraged because it's a little bit later, I still would say do it. I mean, you can make a vision board 8 months into the year. Like it literally starts whenever you decide to. Like you can have a New Year's reset or make New Year's resolutions whenever you decide. You can do it whenever you want, you know, like make tomorrow your new year, and you can like start making changes literally whenever you want. Like no one is dictating when you can or cannot start making changes to better yourself and better your life and reach your goals. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this real quick in depth. Hopefully this motivated you. Let me know some of your guys' goals down in the comments because I feel like it's so encouraging to also hear what everyone else is like looking forward to this year or trying to accomplish this year or changes that you're trying to make, all that stuff. Anyway, back to the end of the vlog. I know that this week's vlog was kind of all over the place, but honestly it's just because I haven't really recorded that much yet for this year. I just finished the vlog that is like doing bookish stuff because I'm depressed, and that was like my first, like these two videos are like the first videos that I'm filming. So I'm kind of just like getting back into the groove of things, trying to, you know, obviously continuously work on my mental health, get more consistent. But yeah, so this weekly vlog, it might be a little bit shorter than the ones that will come out later this year. I'm not really sure. I need to start editing it and see, but just bear with me. I promise I will get better as I go, and we will find a good little flow for the weekly vlogs. This is kind of new to me, so I'm still trying to figure out how I want it to go and everything. But if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future content from me, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!